The Canon EF 100mm f2.8 L Macro USM is a medium telephoto macro designed for the proper 1x1 radio at the minimum focusing distance, leaving on the high-end luxury L series as a better alternative to the identical 100 f2.8 USM, here with a stabilizer and weather sealing, better for field use. It's one of my most important lenses on the kit, as nearly every product shot presented on Lens Data or Blog2Zach were shot with this lens, and it was purchased new in 2010, needing service a single time until recently to clean it up for some fungus. At 77 by 123 mm of 625 grams of mostly plastics, the first thing we notice on the EF 100 Macro L is the lightness and the new texture finishing, scratch resistant for everyday usage. It was a first on a new design school made for field usage and better durability that used aluminum on its rings and a plastic barrel. Plastic, yes, but indeed more durable than the prior all-metal L series. In your hands, it also feels great for longer shooting sessions, as the plastic barrel can't get colder to the touch, nor slippery on sweaty hands, and the lighter build makes for an awesome handling, made to make do without a tripod. At the center barrel, Canon uses a new engineering-grade aluminum for the precise focusing ring that supports a full-time manual operation. Even at AF, the user can still correct for focus using the ring. Inside, Canon supplies it with a ring-type USM motor that is fast and silent, all internal, also supporting floating elements to enhance image quality at all focusing distance. Here tested with the entry-level cameras to the professional EOS lineup, it never failed to lock focus on even low-contrast subjects, great to use from product photography to portraits, as the supported infinity focusing distance make the handle just like a regular 100mm lens, with AF, IS and weather sealing. And inside, Canon introduced its first hybrid IS with two angular sensors paired to the accelerometers, capable of compensating for the hand's movement during handheld macro sessions. At infinity, it offers support for up to 4 stops, all silently and smoothly, and at the minimum focusing distance at the 1x1 macro radio, it can correct for up to 2 stops, making the photographer's life much easier. Finally, at the front, the EF 100 L Macro supports 67mm filters that fix right above the first optical element. It fits inside the supplied-in-the-box lens hood that is great to use in the studio. This lens is also compatible with Canon's ring speed lights to properly expose close subjects. And at the rear, the metal mount is finished with a rubber gasket to further enhance its weather resistance. Overall, this is a very professional, albeit easy to use lens, with new at the time ideas for usage, operation and performance. But as we'll see on the image quality, it doesn't really improve on Canon's legacy on high performance macros. So the question is, should you add it on your kit? Let's take a look. With a 15 elements in 12 groups optical formula, sporting one UD lens to minimize aberrations, what the EF 100mm f2.8 L Macro IS USM delivers optically is excellent, one of the highlights on my kit for its flawless files despite the ease of use, great for high quality images of mundane, everyday works or subjects. It's simply too easy to get excellent results. Even wide open, the images display great levels of contrast and resolution that, when paired together, results in greater than usual sharpness, inherent to the macro formula. So it's easy to see fine details of close-up subjects no matter the aperture, being the photographer's job only to light and make it to fit the short depth of field with special techniques like focus stacking or distance racking. Stopping down marginally enhanced clarity and vignetting that are good for an f2.8, and maybe these are the most visible enhancements over the standard 100mm f2.8 macro. The cheaper lens apparently doesn't support Canon's newer sub-wavelength coating, and this new one offers better clarity and light transmission overall. But the 9-blaze rounder aperture keeps the bokeh quality smooth even on highlights, visible on interesting backgrounds that must be planned by the photographer. And major chromatic aberrations and geometry are well controlled, as expected from a macro lens, similar to the regular 100mm macro, visible axial CA on high contrast subjects like product photography. But finally is the saturated colors and smooth bokeh that seal the deal on this dedicated macro lens, producing high-impact images that require minimum post-processing. It all just works for flawless files of fauna, portraits, products, and even landscapes, making it a good addition to any kit. It's just high quality and very flexible. So this is the EF 100mm Macro L, an easy to use, full-feature macro with flawless files at any aperture and focusing distance that always delivers great images no matter the subject and project deadline. It's easy as a first dedicated macro, as it was for me, and proves its value even on professional kits. So it really doesn't need any recommendation, and it's indeed the best option at this focal length, aperture and feature set from Canon. And if you're looking for the best, look no further. Just add it on your kit and nice shooting.